Yeah.
Like you might have
Yeah.
some lyrics and oh man, that was cold what he just said, but them hooks is
Yeah.
what
Throw
you
the
gonna
hooks
hear on
in.
commercials.
ABM,
Them
ABM out.
hooks is what you gonna hear on TV.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah.
hooks.
I mean, Luda got hooks. He got. But the thing is, are you saying he doesn't have lyrics?
I'm not saying that.
No, not you,
I'm not saying,
Larry.
oh,
Is Larry
No,
saying he ain't got
no, he
lyrics?
got
Oh, I was
lyrics.
about to
He
say.
Oh,
killed it.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
killed it. I'm like, I don't even care about his hooks because his lyrics is he
Yeah.
does his thing. He's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Like
And-
Busta Rhymes, nobody know a darn thing he say except for his and I love me some Busta Rhymes.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I love me some Busta Rhymes. You tell me, all right, give me 2 bars of what Busta says in any song that he does.
Man,
Now
I
give me a hook.
can. I
Now
can.
give me a hook. Give me a hook.
Yeah.
Oh, all the hooks in.
So you know all his hooks.
Yeah.
Well,
Break
I
your
ain't gonna say
neck.
I know him.
Wait up, come up, come rewind, powerful impact, boom. You know, like that was.
I mean, I could do that whole scenario. I could do all the scenarios.
Listen, you can't tell me what Busta and Luda even say in lyrics a lot of times because their flow is so fast. But when you
Right.
slow it down and you read what they say,
Right.
it's like
Right.
bars.
Right. Right.
Oh, man.
Chris Brown is crazy. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Brothers of Legacy.
Chris
We got,
Brown.
Larry Banks. Remember the joint what he did with Chris Brown and Wheezy? I think it was.
Yeah.
You know, that joint was epic. Larry Banks in the building. Thomas Cotton. Good morning. And Kaneem, aka Missy Elliott. Sock it to me. Isaac. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for being here. Another edition. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Have
Another
week.
lady rapper who don't get respect from Reese on the radio.
Why you bring him up?
Oh, you get that.
When you said no respect, I was like, who are you about to mention? Like, Missy Elliott is top notch.
You heard what Reese said. He don't
rapper.
He said not no woman
I know
has ever been. He did. I'm just saying.
And I didn't even think about Missy Elliott.
He said there's no such thing as a female rapper.
That's
those are his words.
Quote.
It's no such thing as a female rapper.
And he does.
Go ahead, Kaneem.
Would you classify Missy Elliott as a bubblegum rapper, hardcore rapper?
Ooh.
Or
I think she got a own space. She is a workout rapper.
I would give.
I'm just saying, like her top joints. I had been on my workout playlist.
Music that make a hardcore. I think that make a hardcore though.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think that make a hardcore.
Yeah.
Ain't too many. There are not too many bubblegum female
Don't be a
rappers.
hater. Reese got his one lane.
Right. He meant to say own lane, but he got his one lane. That's right. He does have his one lane. That's it. One lane.
Yeah.
Reese, you hear us talking. We're gonna keep talking until you put me on your show. We're gonna keep talking.
And you gonna get these women. You gonna get these women some respect too, Reese.
Right.
For real though. So
For
last
real,
week,
yes. Oh,
we were talking about WNBA players not being WNBA players.
Right.
And I told you right afterwards that I bought these Sabrinas,
right?
WNBA players shoes, right? It's like you gotta look at the players are playing. I'm buying WNBA women's shoes from a WNBA player. They're out there balling. These people, you're missing some life if you don't even see them. If you don't see women and the amazing stuff they do, you're missing life. That's just crazy.
I got you. So let me ask y'all this because I'm not, in the sports at all. And why doesn't the WNBA get the eyes on it? Do you guys, other than Thomas, do you guys watch WNBA like
you heard Kaneem
consistently?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Yes, right. Last week.
Yeah, when I was watching sports, I went to the WNBA games.
Gotcha.
I had a friend that's a ball with that. She ended up playing for the what's the women's team, the Mystics, and I went to a game and shoot,
Okay.
I was actually bidding the
So
ball. Yeah.
speaking, okay, so going to a game, right? Ticket prices way cheaper.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They wait.
I
Audience
sat,
participation
dude,
way smaller.
I sat on the
No,
floor.
I mean they in a smaller venue though.
Ah,
You
all
know?
the venues are smaller. Okay,
Yeah, but I mean
it
like
may look like a lot, but
like
it ain't a lot.
the Dream they I think they max and they out there in I think no they're not in Carl, they're in Gwinnett I think.
Okay,
But I think they venue hold 8,000 maybe less than 10,000 people, but
okay,
it be packed though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't sold out, but you got more than 5,000 people in there watching it. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
yeah,
okay,
but you know when you think about the Hawks they had State
right,
Farm and that's like what 22,000 people. So
right,
big
right.
difference.
Who is the worst basketball team right now?
The
Or
Women
worst.
actually,
wise,
no. Men wise.
The
it's
Hawks.
It's been the Hawks. Listen,
Ouch.
I was
Ouch.
thinking the
Boston
Knicks.
Celtics.
I was thinking the Knicks.
Ah,
Boston Celtics.
no,
Uh, listen,
no. Right
Uh,
you know,
now, I would hate to say
Clippers.
it. No, no, I would hate to say
Oh,
it,
you talking
man.
about record wise? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would hate to say it.
record. Let's go record. Let's go numbers.
My Houston Rockets
Okay,
is close to
really?
the
But they
bottom
got
right
talent now, though. You're
now.
right.
Well, I
They,
mean,
they are bad. They have talent though right now.
yeah, I mean
Okay.
they
Young
they, they
talent.
got they got they
Looking
got
bad.
two five
Looking bad on
two
paper,
five.
but they're looking like they got potential.
They got Dylan
And
Brooks too. Come on now.
Yeah, we got players now. Well, we just drafted a top five player, but so we got two top Jalen Green and I forgot the new dude, the twin. I forgot what his name, but he a twin. Him and his brother, they pretty cold. So we got some talent, but we'll see. We'll see.
I got you. All right.
So,
Go ahead.
so this weekend I'm actually going to see a WNBA game. So I'll be
Okay.
in the house on Sunday. So you know it, and that's the thing. Like you go. A lot of people won't go to a game, but a lot of people won't go to an NBA game either.
That's right.
So you have to be a fan. You have to have someone, a team nearby. You have to have access and time. And then again, it's crazy that people look at talent though. I mean, you can sit there and a lot of us won't watch baseball because we're like, who it's supposed to be America's pastime, but every time I look at the TV, seats are empty. So, I don't know how they make money in baseball. It's crazy.
They got
You're right.
they got so many games.
They got
160
their money in
games.
Bitcoin.
So they on TV.
The quantity
I mean,
over
every other
quality.
day.
Right.
You're right. You're right. You got a million games.
Every other day. So,
But is
yeah,
a
I mean,
baseball game more exciting than a WNBA game? No,
no, man, no.
not even close. But people will
Based on
look
record.
at
The Pistons.
yeah,
Gotcha.
oh yeah. They got
I'd
some-
rather watch
they got
soccer or tennis than baseball.
right. It's
Yeah,
always
it's
exciting.
so
Baseball
boring to
is
watch, right?
boring, right? But
Right.
when you look at what's on the
Shut your
field, the talent, the skill
Right.
level, everything else is there, and that's the reason why you'll look at highlights of baseball and be like, "Wow, he did that."
Right. You know what?
But-
When they put it together, yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, look at that.
exactly.
Show me
You'll
that.
see the skill, but
Right.
it's like watching pickleball. But
I would block
yeah.
you right now if you would if
I
you was
don't
on the
mind
screen.
watching. I didn't mind watching
unless you're
baseball.
watching the Dodgers, that's all I gotta say.
Unless you're watching the Dodgers.
Wow.
That's the only one
You
worth
are
watching.
so West Coast centric.
I am.
I just,
I appreciate you for that.
I just not noticed this. AD,
Yo.
is you you got an interview after this or something? What you
Yeah.
We were waiting for you to say something.
That boy got a sports coat on. Boy,
I'm not sick of you, Kaneen.
To me, I had to bring the derby fedora this time. But I saw that.
I mean, but you'll wear that hat with a hoodie though. I'm saying, I'm asking.
Listen, I had to grab I didn't like this T-shirt. I was like, T-shirt by itself just ain't gonna work this morning. I got stuff on it, but because of my position, all you see is like the top part. This is, if I was in a higher chair, I probably wouldn't have a jacket on.
All right, I wasn't sure if you was. I wasn't sure if you was gonna have an interview or something. All right,
so, we gotta step our game up. We got to show with Blazers on next time. John Blazers, the next.
Hey, Reverend Walker, you ain't got to explain nothing to him, Reverend Walker. Come on now.
Really? Everybody got jokes this morning? This is what we're doing? That's fine. We was off Thursday. I give you that. So Jeff said, I've gone to baseball games and I spent more time at the snack bar and walking around and watching the game.
Yeah. Like literally.
That's why, these new baseball venues, they have a lot of good stuff there too. So you're going to spend time walking around. The Braves Stadium is amazing. And
they got a whole
to do if you go to see the Braves, walking in.
You're right. I probably wouldn't even make it to the game. I'd be walking around the little square area. It's nice. It's like, this is nice. Like, the game is starting.
Hey, believe it or not, Mercedes-Benz is like that too. I don't know if y'all been there. Well, Mercedes-Benz, they got a lot of stuff.
Right.
Like,
Mercedes,
on one side of the stadium, it's just totally different on the opposite side of the stadium.
It is.
Oh, okay. They got a steakhouse. They got a game room. They got this. You go on the other side of the stadium. Hold on. They got Chick-fil-A. They got
a right. Yeah, they got a lot going on in Mercedes.
I don't know if it's still the same, but Mercedes-Benz Stadium has affordable food too. I don't know if it's still the same, but
it's still the same.
You go here.
You still get a hot dog for $2.
Okay.
You go to Allegiant Stadium. $2. Listen, I went to Allegiant Stadium. There's 6 of us. I bought bottled water. I spent
$20.
Higher.
They probably charge about
$38 on bottled water.
I was about to say they probably charge about $6 a bottle.
When I went to Allegiant, I don't remember drinking anything. We just sat there watching the game.
So where's that at? Where's the Legion at? Where's the Legion?
Vegas.
It's in Vegas.
Okay.
But SoFi Stadium, I missed the whole game. I was at the game, but I didn't watch the game because there was so much to do in SoFi.
I want to go there. It's so nice.
It is so fly.
I want to go there too.
Right about that.
I definitely want to go.
I am barefoot. That's what I do. See it right? It said $38 for 6 waters.
It's like $6.50 a bottle or something like that, or something crazy.
But I got a free towel at Allegiant. I got a free towel at Allegiant. I was like this Raiders.
So let me ask y'all a question. Speaking of $38 bottles of water, right? Have you guys frequent the movies? You guys go to the movie theater, the picture show.
Yeah, I've been pissed off every time I've been, but I've been.
You already know where I'm going, Kenny. You know exactly.
You see Equalizer 3 yet?
No.
You see Equalizer 3 yet? Come on now. I saw it on opening weekend on Friday.
Oh, nice. Man. Okay.
I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it.
Don't do that, Sam. Don't do that. My brothers understand exactly my pain of when you go to that concession stand and you're like, let me just get some popcorn and a drink. Okay. That's all you need? Yeah. That'd be $40, please. $40? That's more than the movie.
Yeah, man.
It's like, we need to hit this Dollar General real quick. Stuff that in.
So
let's go.
Went to the movies on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah.
They don't need no snacks, Sam. They don't need no snacks.
Right?
Yeah, they don't need snacks. They don't even appreciate them. Look, they get popcorn and be all over the floor.
Right.
They don't know how much they want to eat.
Wasting this $2 per kernel. This is $2.
The trick is, the AMC does. You get the large. You gotta get those unlimited refills. You ask for a little container for everybody for the family. You empty it all out in each one. Then go back and you refill it.
There we go.
Now you get your money's worth. That's the trick. That's the trick.
I can't even got your back on this one.
But ain't nobody out here. Ain't nobody eating that much popcorn. But it is expensive for the movies because it is. But I think for us, a lot of times it goes back to what we're used to when we were kids, when we were younger. You know, it's always been expensive, but never like this. It's just ridiculous. And
it's always more.
Don't go see an XD movie where you're paying $20 a ticket. You know, it's like,
man, that's not what it is, man. I'm family of five. My family of five.
Right.
$130 every time we go.
Every time.
130.
Yeah.
I said, hold on. $130, man. It's $66 to get in. That's straight up on now. And then everybody got to get their own little combo.
Right. They go to math, Jeff. Good job, Jeff. Yeah. He said tickets 2 for $27, then large popcorn, 2 drinks, 1 raisinette, 1 butterfinger, 1 sour patch, $1,427. Exactly. Thank you for mathing that, Jeff. Thank you. That's exactly how you feel. Like,
they'd be like,
I thought I got good on this matinee.
What's your rent? What's your mortgage? And you tell them what it is. Okay, it's gonna be half of that.
Right. That's right. It's gonna be half of that.
Half of that.
Thanks. Gerardo said, "I don't do them talkies. I can't remember the last time I was at a moving picture show. I know that's right. It's been forever. Yeah. So I wanted to share that because I felt like every time I go. And they hit me with them prices. It just hurts my soul. Go ahead.
The secret code is you got to go to the matinis. You got to go.
But and then it matters. But then you just after concession, you felt like it didn't matter.
I went to a matinee the other day. There was 6 tickets, 2 adults, and it was ridiculous.
Don't do that. I'm not cheap. I'm frugal.
It ain't cheap. It's frugal.
I'm frugal. We're a bunch of frugal guys.
It's being aware of where you're
being aware. I'm woke. I'm financially woke. I'm financially woke.
Hey,
take it.
Hey, Sam, I'm cheap.
Yo, you can eat.
I ain't frugal. I ain't financially responsible. I'm cheap.
You can't be cheap. You spend $160 at the movie theater. You can't be cheap.
I
wish I would.
Hey, I personally, it was not on me, so my conscience is clear. I was dragged kicking and screaming by my wife. My wife forced me to literally with a foot in my back because I sure didn't want to do
it. Because you saw it, you like, we about to cancel this. Nah, no movie today.
I sure didn't want to.
Kenny's hood name back in the days was El Cheapo.
Man.
El Cheapo from the hood. You know him.
Now when I go, I almost want to see how I can get the snack bill. I know. But Sam said that's right. Kaneem own it.
You go to the airport. The airport's killing you. Everywhere you go, they just have you locked in. Amusement parks kill you.
Oh gosh,
everywhere.
Oh, gosh.
Lord.
I hate when you go someplace and they don't have a price tag on the stuff.
Oh,
but you know
it. You know it's gonna be like, oh man, nothing here is tagged.
Oh, I hate
Look
that.
out! Hey,
anytime
when the display is like real nice, you're like, oh, that's a real nice display.
Bro. Hey, I told me and my wife, we went to a restaurant over there in Buckhead, and you go to the they got the little one sheet, and on the sheet, it had a couple of prices, but in about 10 or 12 spots. Now this is way over the top. 10 or 12 spots, it had words instead of prices. Market price.
Market price. That's the get you right there. Not the market price.
Market price?
What is that?
What's the market price today?
Right. What's your market price?
It had market price. Then it had in season. I'm like, what? I said, girl, it better be a good night tonight because it's a market price. I was like,
ooh, cost me a lot.
You gonna definitely have to perform tonight. We gonna market
price. So Sam says, how is it y'all only cheap when it's not stuff you really want to do? It's not that we don't want to do it. We want to take everybody with us, but then you realize this gonna cost me a lot more than I anticipated. In my mind, I've calculated this price, but when it goes over, way over what I calculated.
Different. There's girl math, right? There's this thing called girl math out there. Look it up, right? And so basically, like girl math is what they described it was is if a girl gets a purse. And the purse costs $2,500. The amount of days that they use that purse divided by how much it costs equals maybe like a few dollars a day, right? And they're like, well, so it's not really that expensive, right? So there's no idea of what this girl math, what it looks like. And so they don't understand the value of $2,500 up front, right? So it's not being cheap. It's that when we look at the bills we got to pay, the amount of sweat equity we put into getting this money and everything.
Then you start thinking, what else could I have done with this money?
Do I want to pay my money on popcorn, or do I want to pay my money doing something else? And so
exactly.
Because I know I'll say for myself sometimes. I'll say for myself sometimes when I when you go to the movie, you go somewhere and it's costing a lot. You start thinking, kids, we could have just gone and done such and such, for this amount of money, we could have had bigger fun. Right. I think that's where my mind goes. Like, oh man, I could have just took this money. No, it's like instead of going to the movies, we could have balled out at Dave and Buster's.
What I could have did was just wait for it to come on the Fire Stick. That's what we could have.
And then we could have had snacks galore.
Well, wait up.
Doubled up on a McDonald's pizza, snacks.
Yeah.
Change left over.
There you go.
At Dave and Buster's, then you playing games, you're getting tickets. At the end of the day, you get enough tickets to get some candy.
And you're getting the prize.
Here's your snack.
Then we hit the Mickey D's after. Because we ain't eating here.
The dollar menu. Get as much as you want.
Now you talking my language, Larry. You talking my language, brother. The dollar menu.
You can go to McDonald's and order a large fry now without paying $4.50 for a fry.
Oh yeah, it's $5 for a fry. Yeah, you're right about that.
For a fry, for real. We used to get a whole meal for $3 and
$2.99.
$2.99.
All American meal. All American meal.
2 cheeseburgers, a large fry.
You go to McDonald's now. You gonna put a $10 bill and some more with it. $10 bill and some more with it.
They're gonna look like you owe us another $5. Now Rod said bowling is cheaper. Bowling is expensive. Unless you like Brian with your and ball, bowling is going up.
Brian, you go in the $2 a game. Special. That's why it's cheap for you. If you go in the prime time afternoon,
8 p.m. Go to 8 p.m.
Go to an 8 p.m. You're gonna get killed.
Right. Do you know that you can go bowl for $2?
Right, but you got your own shoes too, though.
Right, you got your shoes, you got your ball.
But here's the thing: if you like bowling,
right,
you spend $50 on a pair of bowling shoes.
How much?
Right,
$50.
Break it down. Right, break it down.
If you buy a bowling ball, if you buy a good bowling ball, you're going to spend about $200 on a good. You can get a good bowling ball for $150. Get it drilled and everything for your hand. Get your pair of bowling shoes. You don't wear bowling shoes every day. They will last you for the rest of your life.
I got mine from high school.
No,
I still got yours from high
school. Every time you go bowling, you got to rent shoes.
Right.
So over the course of your life, how much you think you have spent if you like to bowl?
Right. Okay.
Over the course of your life, you go to a bowling alley and you like to bowl and you want to win, right? The only way to get better at bowling is to have your own ball.
Right.
And Brian, tell him, who want to wear those clown shoes anyway?
For real though.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're not clown shoes because I love bowling, so they.
No, talking about the ones in the bowling alley. Those are clown shoes.
Oh no,
The one
no!
you're running.
Listen, you do what you got to do. I don't,
Right.
I don't
get my
wear
own.
what you got to wear. But what I'm saying, what makes sense, this is what makes sense, right? If you like bowling, if bowling is going to be a part of your life for the rest of your life, like I ain't say you go, 50 times a year, but if you go at least 10 times, you should buy your own shoes. You should have your own ball, and it saves you money.
You know, you got
my bowling shoes are pimping
10
though.
times. But if you buy shoes up front, you got to know that you're gonna go bowl. I was at a bowling alley the other day and was looking at it. I was like, it's $2 an hour to bowl, but it's $4.50 for the shoes, right? So you make sense right there.
Yeah.
Right.
If you go 10 times, then cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a bowler though. So
Speaking of bowling,
that wouldn't be in my wheelhouse.
Go Johnson onto the stage.
Who is this?
Oh,
yeah.
It just got cold.
Got cold up in, child.
And now bowling tip.
Come back.
And now
He said bowling tip
for Pastor Brian McCrory Sr. What's up, Kaneem? What's up, Thomas? What's up, Larry? What's up,
brother?
What's up?
Old Johnson in the building.
What's up, Sam? How you doing?
Yeah, I mean, but to Brian's point, I guess that could be for whatever entertainment that you choose. If you're gonna do it frequently and often, you're gonna make preparations to make it as budget friendly as possible. I believe.
But here you go, Kaneem.
Okay.
You ready for this? You got a basketball in your garage?
I got a basketball, I got a football, I got a soccer ball, I got a baseball.
How often do you play?
I don't play at all. Fat folks don't play like that, man.
So if you have those, why not have a bowling shoes and a bowling ball?
Okay, so let me ask. Hold on. Let me ask this. Let me ask this from the cheap seats. So should I buy bowling and shoes for the family so we can all? Have you done that?
No,
no, not for the family.
What, you're gonna have
We're gonna go every weekend.
Children's feet are still growing.
Oh, they're growing,
Yeah,
right?
That plus, are you gonna?
And my wife has a ball and shoes.
Okay.
And she don't bowl.
Okay.
But she has a ball and shoes.
And roller skates. Me and my wife have roller skates. You get your own.
My kids do like to roller skate. Well,
okay.
My boys like to roller skate. I don't roller skate because I can't skate. That ain't in my wheelhouse because I know I don't bounce back like I used to. So
yo, Kaneem, you know what I do? You know what me and the wife do?
No, sir. Take me to the movies. Don't do that.
When we would take the kids with us to roller skating. When we take the kids roller skating, while they still on the floor skating, we'll dip off to the concession and get a thing of fries for ourselves. Okay. And finish before they see us.
All right, here they come. AD, you better get Sam to that bowling movie. Come on now, what you waiting for?
Movie theater got old to me.
Favorite bowling. I'm with it. We should
I like to
start
watch
that
a
trend.
movie and be able to hit pause and go to the bathroom and not miss it.
For real. The convenience of hitting pause.
Right.
Yeah, that's huge, man. That's why
I'm not sitting in the bleachers.
The last movie I saw at the theater, I think was. I don't even remember the last movie I saw at the theater.
So we still go to the movies, but I think the best thing to do for movies these days, and I'm starting to think about this right now, and we're going to try and do it, is put a screen in the backyard, pull the projector out, put the sound, and do that. And because you could get in theater movies now at home.
Right.
Man,
there you go. We're mathing it now.
It's funny you said that, Thomas. One of my staff members every weekend does exactly that.
Nice.
Donates one day out of the weekend, and they will actually watch movies outside in the lawn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it ain't blazing hot outside, now it's
Right.
gonna cool off. Because
Oh no, it helps because he lives in New England, so it doesn't get blazing hot as it does in Nashville or Atlanta in the summer.
Oh yeah. No, he got that soft heat up there in the Northeast.
Oh yeah,
it's real soft up there. Yeah,
It's
85 degrees.
I live in Oregon, bro. I'd have to hand out scuba tanks.
It's wet up there. It rains too much.
It might not make it into the 90s in Oregon.
90s. If it does, it's a heat wave.
Yeah, it's an intense heat wave. It does.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
After Hurricane Adele, everybody in the nation got a cold front.
Hey, let me ask y'all this: do y'all think that this new court TV for the Trump trial is going to be bigger than the OJ trial?
Oh yeah, 100%.
No,
everybody agree on that?
No, Cole. You don't think so?
No.
You don't think it's going to be
bigger than the OJ trial?
No, I don't think it'll be bigger. No. Just for one reason.
Wait.
Just
hold on. Explain that, Cole.
That's what I'm gonna do. Just for one reason. What's the color of Trump?
Okay, that's what I thought you were doing. Okay, yeah.
Orange.
I don't know though.
Why you always bringing race into this?
Listen,
Why is it always
this what you're missing?
race?
I get your point, Cole. That's why I knew that's where you're going, because the reality is when OJ was on trial, it was a black man on trial for the murder of a white woman.
Right.
This is a white man on trial, trying to take America backwards.
Right.
But that's why I think it's going. That's one reason why I think it's going to be so big.
Yeah,
is because it's Trump against America, not Trump against an individual. It's Trump against America, not even the America that we know.
I agree with you, Kaneem.
I don't disagree with you on that, Kaneem. If you ask if it's big, yes, it's big. But
I mean the magnitude of it. Will it get the viewership? Will it get the viewership?
It will probably get some viewership, but it will not get a viewership like the O.J. Simpson trial did. It just won't.
Yeah, because I know I watched the O.J. trial every day.
I did too. I was in college. I watched it.
The only reason why I disagree with you, Cole, is media is a whole different beast now than it was back then.
Got more eyes.
Access to media and so many other things that you can look at. There's going to be people who can chime in through Twitter. They can hit President Trump up on, or should I say X, and so you can't. I think that there's just going to be more access to it now. People won't be as locked in on it as they were back in the OJ trial because
right. We're gonna be clipping it up, looking for the clip.
Now remember when we watched the OJ trial, you had to be at home or you had to be somewhere.
Right.
But now you can look at it anywhere. Like I can be.
And this is where I'll push back on your point, Thomas. So yes, you'll have more access. Believe me, in the industry that in which I reside, yes, I totally understand that.
Right.
But still to this day, it is still to this day, something is always known for its prowess of viewership by what you see on TV.
Right.
And if you look at every single metric, from sporting events to reality TV to sitcoms and all that, viewership for TV is way down versus 25, 30 years ago.
But that's overall viewership. It's not
and that's exactly my point.
Events
overall
are higher
viewership.
But events are higher, like a sporting event or whatever. And you look at the revenue that's being generated by events. And so when you start looking at the events, there's more revenue because there's more viewership for the events. And this is going to be very eventful.
Now that's different. Whoa.
Very eventful.
Now,
I can't wait to get on stage.
Now that point is different. Now, if you're going to talk about which event would draw more money, that's a different topic.
They're gonna monetize this. You don't think people look the way they think about media now versus what they thought back then? The consumption of media right now is at an all-time high.
Look, Trump's Trump's biography, it's just a matter of when it's going to come out. It's not even. So
we gotta wait till the end of this. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about
I
these
get that.
these news media outlets. They're
Michael
monetizing
Jackson trial was watched closely too, right?
Yeah, it was, but
many different things that they have. They're already promoting this, and they don't even have a date for it. We're talking about it right now,
CNN.
and there ain't no date for it.
Oh, CNN is all on top of this. You're talking about this probably every 2 minutes.
Watching, because which one's going to be, the Atlanta trial? Yeah, okay, that's going to be highly televised. And if guess what?
And that's another thing.
If he gets off in Atlanta, and one of these other people decide that they're going to take him to trial, guess what they're going to do? They're going to make a media frenzy out of it.
That's another thing.
Well, we're probably going to get tired though.
Yeah,
after a while, it's going to wane.
And that's another thing. So, which trials are we going to be focused on? The one in Atlanta, the one in Miami, the one in New York, or the one in DC?
Whichever one comes first.
So, first one's going to be big.
Look at them all. It's the sequel.
The other one's going to wane down a little bit.
It's like watching Power.
Okay,
you're going to watch all the Power bursts. You're going to see.
What they can name? I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. I guess the Trump trials will basically be like a court version or court TV version of Avengers. So we'll be seeing blockbuster numbers for different movies.
Okay, right.
TV. But just one trial by itself.
Yeah.
OJ and everybody else. Jeff made a really good point.
I got you.
People watch closely Michael Jackson, but they didn't watch closely Michael Jackson the way they did OJ Simpson because let's be real. Let's be real. In this country, you had a lot of people who wanted OJ to get off because he's black, and you wanted others who wanted OJ to roast because he was black.
Right. But the glove didn't fit.
And I don't care what other type of content that you come up with, or what other topic. There isn't anything. I don't care what it is. There isn't anything that fans the flame faster than race. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing.
Right.
Yeah, but how is this trial with Trump not about race?
It's not only about race. With OJ, it was basically about race.
This won't be race related.
What race?
But with Trump, with Trump, it's not just about race. And here's why I think it might turn out some black people. So we won't focus as much about race, and I know these media won't. They'll focus more on country instead of race with this.
Yeah, I don't think race is a factor in here. Yeah. I don't see how race is a factor.
I don't think.
Let me ask you.
Okay.
Separation of that.
All right, Pastor. How many times have you heard? How many times you heard the media? I'm not talking about us. I'm not talking about the people on the street. How many times you heard the media talk about Trump wronged black people, and how many times you heard Trump be linked to January 6th?
Right, because January 6th is going to eclipse more than anything.
You hear it often.
Yeah,
but I don't hear. No. If you're listening to mainstream media, Cole, you're going to hear January 6th. But if you look at the controversy of Trump is Make America Great Again and everything that he's bringing back, which has racial undertones. You can't.
It's racial undertones,
but if you're missing the undertones of everything, then we can't have this conversation. But if you've been woke, I'm just kidding. But if you've been able to listen to what's going on, you'll see that there's been this racial undertone of everything. It has nothing to do with just politics.
I agree with you to a point. I'm not saying that it has nothing to do with race. I'm saying that you're going to have the mainstream media. I know because I have worked in mainstream media for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
The focus is not going to be as much about race as this. Let's get him because of January 6th.
Yeah,
but January 6th was the end. That was the end.
I don't think it has anything to do with race. I don't think
January 6th had nothing to do with the years leading up to his presidential campaign. It didn't have anything to do with his presidential time.
But in Georgia, Georgia's case, for example, political stuff.
Yeah,
and with voting. That led to January 6th.
But that's
and that right there takes, and that right there.
Go ahead, can you break it up a little bit for me, brother? Break it up.
That right takes care of two of those.
The whole reason why he on trial is because he broke the law according to the Constitution. So it's
allegedly.
Yeah.
No. He said I need such and such 1,000 votes. What I'm saying is, when they go to trial, it's gonna be exactly like Cole said. They're gonna use the country as the propaganda push that Donald Trump was. They almost gonna call it treason. They're gonna try to reference it to treason on how he tried to take the election. So it's gonna be Donald Trump against the United States government. They're gonna say he is not an American. They're gonna say, is Donald Trump a true American? No, he is not. They're gonna watch when those cameras get in the court and them lawyers start presenting that evidence. They're gonna be like, Donald Trump is not. This is not American. This is not American. Is this how it's be him against the U.S. government? Even though that
how mainstream media is framed, man. Thank you.
I agree with that.
Go ahead.
You're talking about how the media.
You're
talking about how it's going to be framed in the court because you have to put the law in and take emotion out. Right. That's the reality.
That's what he broke. He broke the law. He broke the law.
Okay.
Right. But the only point that I was trying to make is, we talk about undertones and all of that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Who led the charge on January 6th? Right? Who had the most efficient plans? No, I'm talking I'm outside of Trump. I'm saying who was out there leading those folks on the ground?
The Proud Boys.
Okay, so what do they represent? Now
they represent Trump, and most of them got locked up.
Right, but here's my point.
Triple letters.
They are who they are, not because of politics. They are who they are because of race.
Okay. I see where you're reaching. I see the reach. But I don't know.
No. I thought
you know what I'm nervous about? You know what I'm nervous about? Well, know what I'm nervous about though? What I'm nervous about here is so yes, and they're handing out all these sentences, right?
Yes, federal charges.
All these sentences to these guys. You hear this probably never got 22 years. This one got this number of years. This got this number of years,
and they are less than the government.
22 years.
As soon as a Republican takes the Oval Office, what is if they talk about they want to go for Trump? They are going to pardon every single one of these guys, and that's the problem that I have.
Yeah, and my point is why they want to pardon all these guys because they still need their army.
Listen,
of course.
So a couple things I want to say.
Of course,
they can't pardon all these guys unless there's a reason, and they can make political promises. But we also know once you get in office, there's a way you have to follow in. But when it comes to what Kaneem just said, you're absolutely right. The way they're going to frame this in court is they're going to frame it the allegations of him breaking the law. It's going to be him against America. But the viewership, everybody who's watching this, is they're charged. The way we've been charged over these last 10 years has nothing to do with how they're going to frame it in court. It has everything to do how people feel about the racial stuff that's going on.
I got you. Zach, I hear you guys.
That's where the energy is going to come from. It's not going to be because he's in court. It's not OJ. OJ was known for being a football player, right? It wasn't because he was a great football player that everybody sat back and watched.
No, not at all. Not at all.
There was the energy that was leading up to this, and the idea that a
Time magazine making them dark on the front of the page. This was
an icon in the country, and this woman whose race just so happened to be white, and she was a blonde-haired woman, and this crazy idea of the murder. Now, let me say this. It doesn't have to be race, because when was it Lindsay and Scott or whatever, the woman that was pregnant and her husband killed her, and and took her body and dumped it and all that other stuff. That trial got a lot of momentum. And what's the racial undertone to that? There wasn't any. It's just whether or not the media can capture your attention with whatever is being put
how they're going to shape it
out there. And so you know, when we start thinking about these shows, these judge shows, right? These judge shows have a lot of different judge shows, and everybody's sucking them up. They're just watching it. Steve Harvey is a judge now.
Right
now.
And we'll be right back after these messages. Yeah,
right.
And
so they're killing it because they understand that people will consume these court TV shows, and
100%,
so
100%.
I think that this is just another court TV drama.
We love it.
Agreed.
We love that.
Here's
I agree to all of those points. I do. I'm just simply narrowing and focusing the ire of my words toward the question that Kaneem originally asked. Would any one of the trials of Trump would be bigger than O.J. Simpson? That none of them would. Now all of them combined, maybe, but each one of them.
I think the first one's going to be huge. Huge.
And it's all because everything about the O.J. Simpson trial was about everything, even O.J. Simpson himself.
I mean, it became the reason that he kind of got off.
Right? How he wasn't a down brother. How he lived. He consciously lived white, and I mean, heck, JC wrote a lyric in one of his songs. I'm not black emoji, which that's something that he said way back when.
Right.
But I mean, the whole thing, even with OJ himself, was all about race. Every bit of it.
Yeah.
But with Trump, it's not. It's not all about race.
So let me respond. Can I respond to that?
Okay. Then we're gonna move forward and get out of here. Because we need
the reason why I said that it's more about race with Trump is because of the undertone. The underlying desire for a faction, a very large faction in America, to maintain control. That's the reality, right? And there is a fear, there is an underlying fear that America has changed colors. That's the underlying fear. And what they're most afraid of is not being the minority white regime, but losing power. Like that's just the reality. We can't afford to lose America. That is a faction. That there are people who feel that way. The reason why Trump can have so much attention, the reason why he can still have as much funding, the reason why he can still be leading the charge in terms of polling and all that kind of stuff, not because of such a great guy, but because he's the one that can fight the battle that we really are needing to fight. And that is the fact that we're losing power. He has to win so that we don't lose our position in America. That is what's going on in America. There's a great divide because white people, there's a faction of white America that says we have to maintain control. And the only way we can do that right now is with somebody like Donald Trump.
Okay. Yeah,
or somebody like Ron DeSantis.
I feel what you're saying, but I think the bravado that he uses when he's trying to make that fight is what's going to it's what's going to backfire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree. So I agree.
Because
at the end of the day, he's petty, he's emotionally driven, and he's insightful. But I think there's a difference between insightful and smart.
But one thing you have got to acknowledge in this day and time that America is a melting pot. That thing about forefathers that came over, Anglo-Saxon, they're gonna run everything. Everything has to be from the hierarchy of those with blonde hair and blue eyes. That day is gone and past and will never be again. So if you can't, if you don't recognize that America is a mixed mash of all ethnic nationalities, then that's foolishness on your part. And I think,
Kaneem, can I respond to that, Kaneem?
100%.
I 100% agree with you. And here's the challenge: half America absolutely believes that. Half America says we need to stay white, and the other half says you are foolish if you think that America.
I don't even think it's a half though. You can't half it.
Maybe not half, but I'm saying I'm talking about the ones who still support Donald Trump. That's what I'm
now what I do think is that old money that is predominantly Anglo-Saxon, that old money, that inherited money, that money that go back years and generations has still weight in what the politics of the day are. You know what I'm saying? But that new money, that tech money, that money that just got here in the last 20 years is pushing that old money out the door. So that's why I say Trump got that old money.
Yeah.
But he can't compete with that. Money. He can't compete with that new money. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's why I think it's a lost cause, because they got all the money that's backing Trump. It's a whole lot of more money that's pushing them out there.
Yeah.
Well,
diverse.
Be ready to hear more about
the Republican Party. That's what I should have said.
Get ready to hear more about why Trump influenced January 6th more than why Trump would flip a bird to black people.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to hear. I'm not disagreeing with everybody. That is what you're going to hear, because that's what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
But you hear this conversation? That's why you got to get your popcorn ready, because everybody's going to be watching because of conversations like this.
You know I'm going to come over here with my commentary and critiques. I'm going to be watching all the time. So I've been talking about it. I've been talking about this for over a year now. So, a lot of the folks that's on here, they didn't even think he was going to get indicted. A lot of folks didn't think
I never said indicted. Going to jail. No. Going to jail. Going to hey, don't hate me nothing. Hate me nothing.
You have to get arrested.
Going to jail.
You didn't think he was going to even get arrested. You didn't think he was going to even get arrested.
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
I will agree
with you.
I didn't think he was.
So basically, you're saying you didn't think he's going to get convicted.
I didn't think he.
Oh no, they didn't even think. Well, let me make sure I say this. I ain't gonna say they.
Okay.
That would be Anthony Walker. That would be Brian. That would be Brian McQuarrie. We gonna make sure these two gentlemen. They thought I was talking Chinese when I was like, oh no. Now we have that Brian see it. Hey, he's still in La La Land, but Brian see it.
I know, Larry. It's time for dad jokes. It's time for dad.
Yeah, come on. I gotta get out of here at 10 o'clock anyway. So give it to me now.
Give it to me now.
I got one thing saying it ain't no
when does it rain money?
You're absolutely right.
When does it rain money? Oh, wait a minute.
I got to give him his due.
Wait a minute.
Janine said from day one, Trump going to jail.
Day one.
He get
day one.
But I still don't think he's going to jail though.
Come on now. Hey, you can't get back on the fence. Come on now. You
I'm regaining them back.
You back on the fence?
Come on back to the team.
Listen.
I personally don't think Trump wants to see jail. Personally,
he don't want to see it. Yeah, I know he don't want to see it.
Cole, is he going? Cole,
is he going?
That's the question.
No, he's gonna make a deal. He's gonna make some sort of deal.
Make a deal. He's not going. He's not going. That's the point.
Yeah,
he's not.
He's gonna make a deal.
All right, we got three. Larry's still on the not going to jail.
Cole is trying to make sure that he stay on the fence too. He gonna make a deal. He going to jail. Ain't no deal. Ain't no deal.
No, Kaneem. On my show mentality. I actually said.
Okay, that's
I said all he has to do is say, you know what, I'm gonna drop.
Yeah, I've said that too. If he drop out,
I'm gonna drop out of the race. That's all he has to do. I'm not gonna be president for next year, and I guarantee you all of those charges.
Hey, Cole, Cole, and I'm gonna double down on you, Cole. I guarantee if Trump jump out of the race, they're gonna go at him with the vigor and the wrath of the whole federal government. You should have stayed in there.
But he
definitely put you in prison.
But he'll only do it if he cuts a deal in the back room, and that's what would happen.
Right. When does it rain money? When does it rain money?
Yeah, when does it rain
money? Wait, When does it rain money?
When
there's change in the winter, in the weather. I said that wrong. When there's change in the
so
weather.
what physical part of the computer never stops working?
What's that?
The
keyboard. It has 2 shifts.
Oh,
Yes,
that's 2
what?
shifts.
Has 2
shifts.
It has 2 shifts.
Y'all know y'all wrong. Y'all know y'all wrong.
Can he smile on that one?
Well,
I got to smile on
well,
Kaneem.
I guess the keyboard starts working one of those 3 shifts, though.
What do you call
why
a
is
sleeping
spiders
police officer?
a sleeping police officer? What's that?
Yeah, an undercover cop.
Oh. He left me cold.
Wow. I'm about to do like Cole.
Why don't cows have any money?
Who?
Why don't cows have any money? Because farmers milk them dry. Love it. All right. So appreciate you guys for being here, rocking with us all week. Okay,
I got some
go ahead.
bad news today.
What's that?
My obese parrot died, but that's a huge weight off my shoulders.
That was good. Can you look like you smiled on that one?
Let me roll my window down so I can throw up. All right, hey, I gotta get out here, fellas. I gotta jump, man. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all weekend.
I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Right, thank you, Kenny, for coming through.
All right, y'all have a good one, man.
You too.
Trump 2025.
Man.
All right. Appreciate you guys for being here, rocking with us. Another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. Thank you guys for being here most of the week. I know we weren't here every day. I apologize. So we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Money Tuesday. We got my man coming through. There's stuff on my brain, but I can't get it out. So thank you guys for being here, supporting, and laughing with us. Yes, Jeff, you have a great weekend as well. Stay safe, make good choices. 988, if you were someone who loves having a we get the canoe out. Make sure you go canoodling.
For the rain. All the rain that you're going to get.
Right. There you go. 988, if you or someone you love is having a mental health crisis, make sure you dial 988. His kid, he said, let's get Reese on to start a riot. Right. Reese is the stir. He's a stir champion. All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Go ahead.
Real quick. Monday's 9/11. That would be a great show to talk about. Anyways.
Ooh. Say the word.
I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Might have to parlay it to Tuesday.
Right.
Parlay it to Tuesday. We'll see. Because
you got money Tuesday, but maybe next Friday we can still bring it back up.
Talk about it. You're right. He said the stir master. Right. All right. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. 988. You or someone you love is having a mental health crisis. Make sure you dial 988. As always, know that we love you, but Jesus loves you better. All right. So we'll see you next week. Peace out.